We are here to learn about arson law and the steps in the criminal procedures for handling this serious crime.
The Bureau of Fire Protection Regional Office 10 welcomes everyone to the seminar on arson law and criminal procedure. To formally start, may I request everyone to please rise for the invocation and remain standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
A Firefighter's Prayer by yours truly, James E. Token. St. Florian, who intercedes for firefighters most in need, who hears the prayers that no one hears except the ones who know our fears. Protect the men and women who, at risk of limb and life, renew the pledge we made when we began to selflessly serve our fellow man. Regardless of the dreadful blaze, the blinding smoke or daunting haze, nor flood, nor fall, nor dreaded blight that steals upon the land by night, nor enemies who would do us harm, I pledge my heart, my hands, my arms to boldly rescue from despair whomever I encounter there. Regardless color, creed, or skin, I'll answer all who call me in. And when my time has come at last, may the fire bells toll as I go past. May my axe be sharp and boots be clean. May my helmet be hung without a stain. And may the ones who have known me best commend my soul to a fireman's rest. St. Florian, receive my prayer, and may you guide me in God's care.
Thank you. We will take your seats. To officially welcome us this morning, let us call in Fire Superintendent Federico H. Toledo Jr., Sir, Chief of Operations Division, PNP Region 10.
To our Regional Director, our Chief Superintendent Alma Grana Pagkain, PhD, to be represented by our Assistant Regional Director for Administration, our Senior Superintendent Alan A. Cabot, Sir. To the Resource Speaker, our Chief Inspector Attorney Ruel Carrido, Chief Legal Service Unit Attorney, good morning. To the participants, good morning. Welcome to the two-day arson and criminal procedure seminar workshop. Tamo ang first month. Tigil province na to. Let this seminar workshop be fruitful, no? Participative, no? Any queries and questions regarding sa pagkadak of fire investigation, please not hesitate to ask and share your experience in the field. So again, to the participants from Cagayan de Oro Fire District, may I know our Cagayan de Oro Fire District? Okay. For the Misamis Oriental. Okay, thank you. For the Lanao del Norte, Land of the Beauty and Bounty. Okay, thank you. So again, welcome to this seminar, Arson Law and Criminal Procedure. Thank you, and good morning.
Thank you, sir. At this juncture, let us call in our Assistant Regional Director for Administration, Fire Senior Superintendent Alan A. Cabot, sir, for his message.
Thank you, Kate. Leadership. According to Leonardo da Vinci, learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears, and never regrets. To our ever supportive legal officer, Attorney Ruel Carriedo, our Chief Operation, my classmate sa FBRC, Superintendent Federico Toledo, participants of this seminar, mayang buntag sa tanan. I am honored to have you all here for today's seminar on arson law and criminal procedure. Thank you for taking the time to join us as we explore into the important and complex area of law that not only impacts the lives of individuals but also the safety and security of our communities. Arson, as many of you know, is a crime that carries serious legal consequences. Whether we are looking at the reasons behind arson, the investigation process, or the laws that guide its prosecution, it's important to have a clear understanding of both the legal roles and the steps involved. Today's seminar brings together expert, skilled legal professional and practitioner in the person of Chief Inspector Ruel Carriedo, who will share their knowledge with us. His knowledge with us. We are here to learn about arson law and the steps in the criminal procedures for handling this serious crime. As we go through the sessions, I encourage you to get involved, ask questions, and join in the discussions. The knowledge shared today will be an important tool in helping us better understand the law and improve how we handle arson and related criminal issues. Once again, thank you for joining us. I'm sure we will have a valuable and informative experience throughout the seminar. Thank you and good morning once again.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful message. This juncture, let me introduce to you our resource speaker for today's seminar. Please help me welcome our Chief Inspector, Attorney Ruel B. Carriedo, sir.
Are we going to start now? Right now? No? Sir? Yes, sir? Okay, so nanindog mo, so throughout my discussion, hindi ko lang naman. Take your seats, take your seats. I will be prepared for slide. Okay, may butag sa tanan. Kung matubag na nato na yung pakuta na iwan, iwan na tao, ulit ka, tama?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody. Case naman, sir, is nahita mo last early morning sa Monday. Background sa case is, before nahita mo ang case, iyang gitigbas daan iyang papa. Then, nasa hospital, iyang mama with the father. So, nabilin sa balay is ang katong suspect. Yes, sir. Tapos, on that 11, in the midnight, yaring gisunog ilang balay. Ang nakakita lang daw is ang silingan. Then pagkato sa amang mga kauban nga sa taga Station 6, nakita silang mga bato-bato sa ilang balay. Meaning, ang istorya po sa mga silingan daw is tigong siya og mga bato. In kaso daw og kanang awayan siya sa silingan, yarang ilabay sa mga silingan. Dayon, ang nahitabo na yung karon sir is, dili siya kasuhan sa iyang mama regarding sa tigbas o regarding sa sunog. Oh. Pero ang hearsay lang po daw is ang barangay po ang kaso.
What if hindi mo kaso si barangay? Hindi daw. What if hindi mo kaso si barangay? Hindi mo kaso si mama? Hindi mo kaso si barangay? So, ato na sa nagsunog ka. Si Station. Remember, arson is a public crime. It can be prosecuted by anybody. If si private offending party, hindi siya interesado, si peace officer. And peace officers argue. Pero pwede. Nanatay witness, according to the silingan, intentional. In fact, nobody was there when the fire occurred. Kaya nga, mama at papa to sa hospital. Kaya na to. Willing mo testify si silingan. Di ba kinakop siya? Asa siya karon? Ano naman? Ilang oras? Saan siya nagsimay na po? Regular filing na to. It will be the case. Na may silingan ka, interesado ang silingan. Kasi interesado rin nas Lunes, pagka Martes din. What was your action? Ang sa inyo nahatag, si Pat? Sa progress nyo, ongoing ang inyong investigation and ongoing yung filing. Bisan pag sulutungin nyo na ma-file, take note, arson is a crime that prescribes in 20 years. Yes. So kung ato i-exhaust ng 45 days na binahatag sa SOP, i-exhaust din nato na. Sa progress, habit ko progress, pag abot sa progress, ongoing yung filing, ongoing ang inyong gathering of evidence. Take note, kaya inyong ginakuha na affidavits are evidences. Later ako i-discuss sa inyo what's the difference between an object evidence from a testimonial evidence. Parehan na sila kabukaton. Actually, mo i-meet sa itong discussion how to prepare an affidavit. Kinabasa ko sa inyo mga report, ang problema, wala sa pagpangita niyo kung asa ang source, kung origin sa sunog. Ang problema sa inyong ebidensya. Kung saan na ang mga ebidensya, ang pag-prepare niyo sa inyong affidavit. Ikaw, di ka mo tuwas korte, yung mga investigador. Why? Kasi man ninyong ginasturya sa korte. Kasi nakasunod na korte din eh. Nakalingkod ang witness stand. Pero kitudluan mo during FIC. Kasi nag-FIC na din eh. Di ba? Na mo yung mga systematic way of preservation of evidence. Na po may mga test tube with vaccine cord. Di ba? Tweezer. Dala ng korte din eh. Later, atong i-bust, no? Natay myth-buster later sa discussion. Kasi, kita, ang utok na itong mga investigators rendered by the Supreme Court as far as arson is concerned, wala i-mention na laboratory examination. They are more on circumstantial evidence. Asa nakuha? Testimonya sa silingan, testimonya sa pitado. Pero wala nakita ka incendiary device. So, ano maglabad at umulong si Paradala ng inyong charcoal dito sa laboratory, ng laboratory ito ipadala. O di ako yung mga cross-examine na ng inyong result sa laboratory, bukto na. Because you failed, and we basically failed to maintain the so-called chain of custody. Kung basahon ninyo ng memorandum circular ni BFP regarding chain of custody, too good to be true. Pero masunod ba? Makita bang bayan yung basic? Di ba? Pagpadala ba lang ninyo sa ABC, bukto ng chain of custody. Bungkag ng credibility sa inyong material evidence for testing purposes. So why rely on that? We can always establish by mere pictures. How are we There are only few elements of the crime of arson. One is that there was burning. How are we going to prove burning? Pictures. How are we going to add evidence to prove that there was burning. Testimony of the responding personnel. Your Honor, I was there and I personally witnessed that the building was really burned because I am one of the responding personnel. Maling kulang sa inyo. Ngayon mo, sir, wala may witness sa sunog. Siyempre ito nag-respond eh. Dito witness? That's one of the elements of the crime of arson. Second, that the burning was intentional. How are you going to prove that? Testimony sa silingan. Kita ko, sir, kaya in fact, kita ka magsunog, wala sir. But prior to the fire, nadunggan ako na nag-away sila mag-iayon. Niingon ang bahay na sir, kasunugon yung balay. So writing material, and that is not hearsay. Why? Because he personally heard what the husband was saying. These two things is already enough to convict the accused for the crime of arson. Ano hindi naman sa bisurong na ito kinabuhi, my God? Mungita na sa litang lata. Kaya sudlan sa charcoal. Butangan sa masking tape, markahan. Ulo. Kaya katumang kuhan, charcoal nga dito sa ulos na matay na rin, sunog ko. Ulo. O, di ba ako kay marking na to, di ba? Kanya wala matanggal ang label sa Burbrand. Saan ko naman na ito gamit, basically, kaya na ito mag-convict man. I have been there in your place before. I have been an investigator in the field also. We were not able to purchase the ambitious machine for the conduct of this test. So why rely on that? What if pagbalik sa inyong result kay negative? And assuming it is positive, will it now be enough to convict this person for the crime of arson? No! There may be presence of octane on that particular charcoal that you have sent to the NHQ, but that is not enough to prove that it was you who burned the building. Di ba? Kung tanaw niyo, mga decided cases, puro testimonial evidence ang i-present sa korte. The famous one, kung masahaw ninyo ng kaso, I think that's People versus Man. Sunog din sila pasan, ng likod sa kay. Nasunog na diya. Ang mga investigador ato, nag-retire na. Live eh. Famous nga, tanawa. Nakanindot sa investigador, magutang mo sa mga decided cases sa Supreme Court. Ito yung ngalan ni Victor na hindi na ito. Di ba? So dito, wala sila nagpresenta o result sa crime laboratory. Ang gipresent nila dito, actually, hindi naman sila prosecutor, but sila nagkadak sa investigation. Testimonial evidence, puro affidavits. Affidavit sa silingan, nakita nga nagpalit o gasolina. Ito sunod silang balay, technically sa may buhato mo sa gasolina. Nga na may kuryente yung balay. Ay kung ina, mo yung suga. Ay kung ina, kung magtubig kag sakin na, sunod sa yung balay. Circumstantial evidence lang. Pero sa lang yun, ambitious kay si BFP, maghimo, memorandum circular, madili, unrealistic siya. I've been reviewing the new rules, so pagsunod siya. Wa magani ni sila, wa magay budget gihatag na pagpaniud to aning witness interview hon. Bagatos korte pa.